she's not ugly, but she's like, I don't know, just not my type.
All right, we're recording because we got this Nimbus guy in here now.
What's up, dude?
All right, so I just got back from a break, and throughout this whole break, Vandor was threatening a coup, right? Well, the coup is happening now because I'm taking over as the podcast host from now on.
Okay.
Vandor, we're going to see Vandor's way out, and I am going to usher in a new era of podcasts. We're going to bring these ratings up. We're going to get some more YouTube followers. We're going to do this the right way. And no, not really. I'm just filling in for Vandor. And if you can't tell, the guest for this month's podcast is none other than Fear. Axis.
You would.
Fear, Axis, please. So we're going to talk. We're just going to jump right into it. Fear, what's your favorite gun?
Ooh.
Not like game gun. I'm talking like real life guns. We're going to start with guns because we both like shooting guns. So we're just going to start with guns. So favorite gun you own?
Oh, favorite gun I own is my Mark 18. 100%.
Your Mark 18. Okay, what's your favorite gun to shoot? Doesn't necessarily mean one that you own either.
The guys in the unit are going to kill me, dude, but I used to own a Car 98. And that thing was just so much fun to shoot. Like, it was
used
more fun
to own?
Yes, I had to sell it because I got laid off years ago.
Oh, that's rough.
But yeah, it's better than the Grand to shoot, just saying.
Oh, no. Well, secret's out. There you go. We're dropping hot takes on the podcast, even without Vandor. All right, so guns you don't own. What would be your dream gun to own?
A G36K.
A G36K. Hopefully Miles put some pictures of these things in here so that I know what they're looking at. So I like to shoot guns too, so we need to have a range day. So
absolutely.
All right, so Vandor usually likes people to tell their DODS history. So feel free to tell us how long you've been playing DODS, what groups you've been a part of, what groups you've hidden from under different names, that sort of thing.
I was a freshman in high school, and I remember asking for my dad's credit card so I could pre-order Day of Defeat Source.
You pre-ordered this game?
I pre-ordered this game.
Oh, man.
It was $13, I think, or $14, something like that. And before that, I had played the DoD beta and DoD 1.3. So, yeah, I'm a fucking nerd, dude.
It's okay. I actually got Day of Defeats, the original, from a CD-ROM Counter-Strike game that I apparently bought at some point.
Was that like the 4-pack of Half-Life or something?
I think so. I think so. And then, to be completely honest, I don't even know how DODS ended up in my library. I don't even remember buying it. I just remember it showing up one day. So I don't know, like, if I redeemed that CD, it, like, gave me some new game. I don't know. It didn't make any sense to me. But
I was about to say, I think if you redeemed one of those codes from the bulk packs, it gave you Day of Defeat along with Counter-Strike. I think. It's been so long.
Yeah, dude, it's so long ago. Well, 17 years apparently, because we just had a celebration for the DODS anniversary.
Yeah, God, dude.
So what? So when did you start getting into realism, and what groups have you been a part of?
So, what year? Probably around 07 or 08. I know I was a junior in high school, and I initially joined the 506th. If you guys remember that one. I got very tired of it very quickly. They were very, if there's any 506 guys in here, I'm sorry. They were very uptight, and it just bored the crap out of me. So once I got tired of that, one of my friends split off and created the 509th PIR. And I was with them for a couple of years.
Interesting.
Then I went to Darkest Hour, Red Orchestra mod, with the 12th SS for a little while. Then I came back. I did a stint with the 502nd with Moore and Cool Knees. I feel like there's another one in there. 29th ID with Ovek. That was it.
Oh, okay.
And then first SAS.
Oh yeah, the good old first SAS that I
SAS for life.
Heard so much about. So yeah, I mean, you got a lot longer storied history. I played DODS for, just about as long as it's been out, off and on. But it wasn't 5-6 years ago that I actually found out about realism. I was like, where have I been? What rock have I been under this whole time?
Now, were you with the Six the whole time?
Yeah, when I finally decided to join a group, I joined SAC, and then I got introduced to realism. I joined SAC for the reason that everybody else joined SAC, was because I just wanted a spot on a full server all the time. And then when I got introduced to realism, I just sort of fell in love with it, and here we are today. So, but yeah, I spent all of my pre-8th ID life with the 6RB. Don't hold it against me. All right, so Pandora always likes to ask these dumb questions too, so I'm going to ask some dumb questions.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so normally there's something that involves a chair and someone sitting on your lap, but I'm going to reverse this. If you could sit on someone's lap, who would it be?
I wanted the other one.
No, nobody's sitting on your lap. You're sitting on someone else's lap.
I'm a dude anyway. Natalie Dormer.
Natalie, I figured as much.
And if I can't get Natalie, Rose Leslie.
Oh, fair. 2 Game of Thrones queens.
Yep.
That are still the lesser queens to the Dragon Queen.
Nah, Daenerys was ugly, dude. Just saying.
No, she was the greatest.
She's not ugly, but she's like, I don't know, just not my type.
Oh, you don't like the crazy ones?
Don't put it in Crazy Boys.
Okay, so all right, since we're talking about Game of Thrones, how are you feeling about House of the Dragons right now? We'll try to do this without spoilers.
All right, so you and I have talked at length about this.
Oh, dude, I love this show.
Well, I mean, just my opinion on Game of Thrones in general, but I felt that they absolutely ruined Game of Thrones. And when I went into House of the Dragon, I was extremely skeptical. Now, I know D&D aren't involved, but I have to say, after watching this whole season, it's really good.
It is. I cannot wait for the finale on Sunday. As I've read all the books, so I know what's going to happen. I know who's going to die. I know who's going to live. I know the ultimate outcome of what we're leading up to. But just seeing it come alive, like on the screen, is
Can I just say, Aemond? Fucking badass, dude.
Oh, is that the one-eyed guy? Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to see him in the future. I know what happens to him, and like you said, most of the events that happen. But I can't wait to see him in action, dude. It's just cool.
Throw down, just let him throw down. But yeah, I'm curious to see what Sunday's finale of the season is going to be. I really hope that. I know they're going to make us wait a whole year too.
Oh yeah, 100%, maybe 2.
Which I hate, but at least we get 4 seasons. But hopefully they don't get a Star Wars contract about the end of season 2. But I know, like, this show was done by 2 showrunners too, and one of them is actually leaving after this season. So I'm gonna be curious to see how the one guy kind of takes the mantle. But
I guess not the Miguel guy, is it? Miguel Sapochnik?
I don't remember which one is leaving. I'd have to look it up. But one of them's leaving. I don't know if they're going to bring somebody else in or not, but
gotcha.
I think they've established things right now. So I mean, hopefully it doesn't get too screwed up moving forward, or doesn't get screwed up at all, because it's so good. I just love the show. I love this world.
Yeah, I agree with that. No matter how much they butchered Game of Thrones, I love the universe that Martin created. It's so fucking cool.
It's like, why can't we get a decent video game that's based in this world?
Did you ever play the Telltale game?
I did not. I don't really. But then again, there's a lot of game types that I don't play that I'm playing now. So I mean, I will not say that I don't like it, so I don't play it. I'll just say that I haven't ever really played a game that's kind of like that.
That game was pretty good. I'm not gonna say it was great, and they canceled all sequels, so the story they made is just kind of hanging out in the air, which sucks. But it was pretty good.
Apple Arcade has like a I don't know what it's called, but it's like you're the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, and you have to like make decisions, and like the decisions you make kind of directs the story. I guess it's kind of like a choose your own adventure kind of thing.
Okay.
and it's pretty fun. But it's locked behind Apple Arcade's paywall. So I mean, if you're
This
not Blue
dude-
Dot,
This dude in fruit, it always
Man,
comes up.
I don't know what to tell you, man. All right, so if
Blue
you had
bubble,
a
bro.
that's right, Blue Bubble. So if you had a superpower, what would it be?
I'd probably telekinesis. I think I would pick.
Telekinesis. Okay. That's like moving stuff, right?
Yeah, with my brain.
All right. Telepathetic. I mean,
Telepathetic.
I would be telepathetic. No, but the what is it?
Telepathy.
Shit. Telepathy. There you go. Telepathy. That's the one where you read people's minds.
Would you really want that though?
No, not at all, because I don't really want to know what people think about me, to be honest with you. I like to live in a.
I could tell you.
I don't want to know that.
Okay.
I just want to live in my blue bubble, my blue apple bubble, and not worry about the rest of the world.
Green bubble gang, what's up?
Okay, so hit me with your joke.
Your grand skills.
Damn!
Thank you. I knew it was coming. All right. We're going to talk a little bit about that here in the end of this. But
right.
no, seriously, give Vandor a joke. Remember that your bar is not very high because of Rhodey's joke.
Oh, bro, that was my joke. That I prepped all week for that.
You were just going to retail Rhodey's from episode 2.
The Garan joke.
The Garan joke. Oh, okay.
That was my whole. That's my whole.
All right,
dude. I'm done.
All right. I'll allow it. Fear's joke is Matt's Garan skills. All right. All right. Now we're gonna play a game. I have 2 questions.
All right.
Would you rather? So
here we go.
Here you go. Would you rather lose your hearing or only have the ability to listen to Taylor Swift music?
I'm gonna lose my hearing. 100%.
I mean, you'll still be able to hear everything else. It's just that there's a constant flow of Taylor Swift music in your head all the time.
Yeah, I'm going deaf.
You go. Not even a little bit? I mean, come on.
No.
Just
What?
not at all.
What?
What? Well, I guess that's it, because Fear can't hear me anymore. So, oh man, that's funny. It's like everybody's trolling me today because as we're recording this, the new album dropped yesterday, today. I don't know. I don't even know what day it is, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I was just jumping on the troll train because it was there,
Yeah, it's so funny. But I started listening to it. It's typical Taylor Swift music, but it's fine.
Yeah, a couple more breakups,
That's right. I mean, you got to fuel the media empire somehow. So
fair enough. I mean, she's making millions more than I do, so she's doing something right.
Yes, that's the way I look at it. She's doing better than I am. So, all right. Here's your last would you rather question.
Okay.
Would you rather admit that Texas is better than Florida, or admit that I am a better Garan than you?
Wow.
Like we're talking full server, like 90% of the unit members present. Which one are you going to fess up to? That Texas is better or that I'm better?
You're better.
Well, we know that, and I'm going to prove that on Halloween when you and I face each other.
Okay.
And I lose miserably because I've trashed talk so much.
You shouldn't say that.
What? Say that I'm going to lose?
Yeah.
But I know I'm going to lose.
Positive mental attitude, my guy.
I am positive that I'm going to lose.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, I don't even know how did this even come about? I was like, were we just like trash talking each other in Discord one day? And
what do you mean? This was your idea?
Was it really?
Yeah,
dude. You know how many gummies I've had since then?
You weren't high. It was in the middle of a work day, and you're like, "I'm going to challenge Fear to 1v1 Garans," and I'm like,
Look, it may have not been one of my best decisions I've ever made, but one thing I do is follow up with things that I say. That now it may take me a while, but I will apparently follow through with things that I say.
Yeah, and I respect that 100%.
So apparently on Halloween night, when my kid gets back from trick or treating, and I'm in a candy coma because I use Halloween to teach my kid about taxes.
It's a good one. I like it.
So I'm gonna have me a candy coma, and then I'm gonna whoop up on you on with my Garand skills.
All right.
We got to figure out how we got to do it though. It's like, I guess it doesn't matter which team we start on, but the Axis person will have to have the Grand given them to him every time. After you die as Axis, I'll have to give you a Grand every time. So I mean, that's.
I imagine we can make a script for it real quick.
I'm sure that I can get Snake to get me the actual commands to just push a button and give you a Grand every time you die.
Yeah.
Because you got to be Axis, because it's the rules.
It's the meme, right?
Fear Axis.
All right.
And Laz says he created that, and it's complete horseshit. I mean, complete horseshit.
I don't remember who created that, but
I'm gonna take credit for it just because I have an ego problem. So
you have an ego problem.
I have an ego problem.
Okay.
So I'm going to take credit for the Fear Axis meme. Moving forward.
All right, it's all yours, buddy.
So but yeah, so I mean, obviously, I guess if we want to kind of backtrack a little bit, talk a little bit more about yourself. You're from Florida, unfortunately.
Okay.
Have you always lived in Florida?
No. My life has been spent between Florida and South Dakota because I have family in both states, so we kind of bounce back and forth.
I would love to go to South Dakota.
It's amazing.
Not North Dakota, but South Dakota.
It's so fucking pretty up there, dude. Like, I don't think people really have a concept of like how fucking cool it is up there. Just saying.
It's nice land. It's like dense population.
Well, you mean not it's not dense.
Oh, not dense. Okay, never mind. I'm an idiot. Look. I never claimed to be a smart guy. I started a Dodge unit in 2021.
Fair enough.
But there's not a lot of people that live up there. So
I live near Sioux Falls, which is the biggest city in the state.
It's the capital too, right?
No, that's Pierre.
Oh, that's right. The French.
You gotta give it a little flair on it, you know.
Got a little French flair on it. Okay.
But yeah, it's the biggest city.
I got you.
I think it was like almost 200,000 people when I was there.
The biggest city is 200,000 people.
Mm-hmm. And
wow.
It's very, very spread out. Like, it's a big city, right? But it's not too crowded, so it's pretty cool.
I got you. I'm pretty sure that's close to the size of Beaumont, which is like 15 minutes from me. It's about 200,000 people, maybe. Maybe that Beaumont might actually be bigger. I don't know. But that's, man, I have a friend of mine that wants to live 2 tanks of gas away from a population of 100,000 or more.
See, I get the sentiment, but that's not smart to me.
It's like, what happens if you get hurt?
Yeah, you get hurt, or you have something that you need that's critical, and you're fucking like 8 hours away from something. Like, that's not smart.
But this is also a guy that taught himself how to sew so he can make his own clothes. So this is what we're dealing with here. So
well, that's great, but
yeah, he'll be the next Tommy Hilfiger, right?
Yeah, right.
Sewing clothes out of palm leaves or something.
Just wait for him in New York, dude.
That's right.
He's gonna make it big.
Pretty soon they'll be knocking off his handbags. Oh man, so all right, so lived in Florida, lived in South Dakota. How long have you been in Florida? Let's put it that way. When did you leave South Dakota? And where were you born? Were you born in Florida or born in South Dakota?
Florida,
okay. Now, did y'all move up to South Dakota for work or just because you had family there, or?
I'm not gonna get too deep into it, but you've heard of the Mayo Clinic? Have you heard of that?
Oh yeah, okay. I got you.
My mom had health issues, so we were trying to get close to that.
That's completely understandable. Say no more, my friend.
Yeah.
And so you ended up back in Florida, where unfortunately you still live.
Well, I mean, I've brightened the place up since I got.
There has been less iguanas.
Let's see.
So have you already been? I know you live in like the Panhandle, Lower Alabama part of Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Have you always been in that part of Florida?
Nope. I lived in Orlando for a little while.
Okay.
Would not recommend it. It's not even that great for a vacation. Wouldn't recommend it.
Not even to go to like Star Wars Galaxy?
I mean, I guess if you're like a super fan, I don't know, man. I've been to the theme park so many times. It's just kind of like if you've never been there and you're a fan of that stuff, it's cool, right? But the city itself and the surrounding area is just going down the tubes. It's just not a good place.
I got you. That's rough. I wonder if that always happens with like touristy towns.
I don't know, man. I know it's just if you have to go there, go for it, but I wouldn't recommend it.
A couple summers ago, we were about 40 miles down the road at Winter Haven. We went to Legoland. So Winter Haven wasn't a too bad area. I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, it honestly felt like this theme park was in a parking lot that a mall used to be in, which was really kind of interesting. Wasn't exactly what I was expecting when I got there, right. But we had a good time. It wasn't so bad. And of course, the best part about Florida is leaving Florida. Leaving Florida, yeah. So, but
now all I had to say about your state was positive things, and you got to roast me, dude. What's up with that?
Well, I mean, if it's not Texas, it's getting roasted. Let's just be honest.
Okay, all right.
At least you're not from California.
There you go. Got that going for me, right?
Well, yes, that is a positive. All right, Fear, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Playing Day of Defeat Source.
Okay, me too. Right here. Right here, playing Day of Defeat Source on Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sunday nights.
That's right.
Playing realism.
Some of us are going to be like 60.
Me and Yak. We're going to still be here. Playing Day of Defeat Source realism. 1v1 on Santos. Thompson's only.
You'll have found like these brand new wallbang spots just like across the map.
just because I just live on Santos. That's why I just live in Day of Defeat Source. But Fear, I mean, you were a recruitment process that took a long time, and many people, many bargains had to be struck, many deals had to be made underneath the table.
Oh yeah.
But we finally got you here. We're glad you're here.
Kicking and screaming, dude.
That's right. I mean, it's the only way we do it in the 8th ID.
Oh, okay.
We just bring people kicking and screaming.
Okay.
I mean, that's how I got brought back from break. So kicking and screaming.
Yeah, right.
Let's just be honest. I never really left. But that is this month's episode of the podcast. We get to spend some time with Fear, get to know him a little bit better, and we're glad you finally joined up. We got Laz and Fear, the SAS Dream Team now.
Yeah, buddy.
So, all right, Dave. Thank you for your time. We'll see you later.
Yes, sir. See y'all on the server.